EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Arizona Cardinals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to let one fly for Tate. It got his man complete. A game there of 30 big ones. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because you're thumped.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's got this to the rookie from ASU, Brandon Ayuk. And he lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down now, it's Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
There on the tackle.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the gun, Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
At the 21-yard line.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Patriots. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Out of the gun, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Marquise Lee, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Cardinals 0.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
21-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And down he'll go at the 25. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator in the head.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Golden Tate. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. On for the extra point is Folk. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Cardinals, nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Andy Isabella on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Following the penalty, Michel. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll run with Michel. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
At the 25-yard line.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
A 44-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And now Edelman. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Newton now to throw. Try to force it to his tight end Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker Jordan Hicks. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Murray again. This is great. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Arizona.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 45 5 yards on the ground. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Is good.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Bring it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
Incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, here's Newton. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Jordan Hicks. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He'll set up the screen to Drake. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets them 9. The Cardinals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And this one caught by Max Williams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. Shotgun now for Murray. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Christian Kirk. Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry. Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. John Simon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 30.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
2nd and 6.
Now Murray off play action. Buying time to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
It's good.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Brandon Copeland able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. possession. It's Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona.
For the Cardinals.
Edelman set to return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Michelle. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Michelle on the carry.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And that will be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete.
Murray's
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
a gain of 10 yards.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Murray. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Boye on the coverage.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Murray. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st down.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Murray now on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And it's Michelle once again. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Gun.
From the gun, Newton. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Kirk. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall. That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them, put the pressure on them. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. The 2-yard line. Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here we go again. Here we go. Great.
They'll try to run it in. Michel. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say? I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
38, Cardinals 6.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
At the 30.
From the gun, they run with Michel. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball. Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort. Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
Operating from the gun, Newton. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now Newton. And Tate's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one are thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Pats, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And against the Los Angeles Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.